Hey everyone, today I'm going to be bringing you a first impressions on the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. I know I'm definitely late on the game. Everyone loves the original, and I saw someone talking about this because it is a gel-based formula. It's a little bit better for dry skin, which I do have very dry skin. So I thought it would be fun to give it a try and do a first impression, because those are always fun to watch because you definitely see the person's first reaction of it. And I really hope this color works for me. They only had a couple of options. I know that you can get this a couple of places online, eBay, Amazon, and I recently saw Feel Unique. So if you want it, that's where you can get it. You can't get it in the States, so you just have to guess and hope that color matches you. I also know that you can get this on ASOS. They have the original and the concealer, which I really want to try, but that's another one that's really hard because there's only like 3 shades, so I'm not exactly sure which shade I should be. But I do know that they have this on ASOS. They just don't have this particular color. And the color that I got is 52 Vanilla. Like I said, it is a gel-based foundation, which is why it's supposed to be good for drier skin. It says 16 hours radiance boosting even revived complexion. It's a vitamin-rich fruit therapy instant anti-fatigue, which is why I was really drawn into this, because you don't want your skin looking tired and like dehydrated, so that's why I really found this appealing. I'm not sure that I'm ever going to wear it for 16 hours. I don't like wearing makeup on my skin for that long, especially not a foundation. But that's great. If it lasts that long, that'd be really great. It's an instant blending gel, flawless complexion, undetectable coverage. I like that. Vitamin-rich fruit, lychee, goji berries, pomegranate, and it's hypoallergenic, which is great because this is probably not going to break me out. Fingers crossed. This is considered a semi-matte finish, so that's great also because you're not going to be super dewy to where you look greasy, but it's also not going to be super matte and cling to your dry areas, which is one of my issues. So if you want to see me apply this and my first impressions, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm going to take this little guy over here. I do have my eyes and my brows done from earlier, but I washed off anything on my face, and I'm just going to apply this guy and see how I like it. Okay, upon first application, it has a really strong smell, so I'm not sure that I'm a fan of that. Doesn't really feel like I have anything on my skin though, so that's nice. A pretty nice job of covering up my under eye area. Like, I could probably honestly throw my Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation on top of this. Maybe not all over, but just in certain areas like under my eyes and my T-zone, and be good to go. It's definitely like light to medium coverage, which I prefer because I don't wear liquid foundation all the time. So I think that this color matches me really well. I really like this color. I think it's definitely buildable. Sinks into your skin really nicely. It's not clinging to any dry patches, so that's nice. I am applying this with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which I usually apply under eye concealer with. I usually have issues down here with my skin drying and clinging to foundation, so it looks not good, and I'm not having that issue, so that's great. I also have that issue on my nose and around my nostril area, and I'm not getting that either, so that's awesome. After you start applying it and blending it in really well, that smell goes away. I'm just blending this really well into the skin to see how well it blends out. Alright, so this is just the foundation, and I'm really liking how this looks It really sinks into the skin. It also blends really well, so I don't feel like I'm wearing a lot on my face. I don't feel like I have a thick layer of foundation, which I really enjoy because I don't like that feeling. For the sake of, I don't know, I just want to. I'm going to do my full face, and I'm going to just do concealer. So I use the NYX HD concealers. I use a mixture, and the first one is CW4 and the other one is CW3, and one is a lot more yellow and the other is a little bit more pink. They don't have like a middle, so I mix them. So I'm just going to apply the CW4 first. I'm just going to put a little bit because I do feel like the foundation did a really nice job of covering that area up. I'm just going to take the same Real Techniques brush and blend that in. And then I'm going in with CW3, and this one is a little light for me, but I think it does a great job of highlighting. I'm just going to take the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and I'm just going to not press it onto my skin as a foundation like I usually would. I'm just going to use a Real Techniques powder brush and kind of fluff that over the areas that I tend to get greasier in and under my eyes to set that. I'm not getting any extra product, I'm just using what's left over to go over the other areas to just help set it. It definitely covers up any redness around my nose that I usually get and on my cheeks. I really do like this. The longer I have it on, the more I feel like it sinks into my skin really nicely. I really do like this foundation. I wanted to film half of my face with my Real Techniques brush and half of it with my beauty blender, but I can't find it, so I think a little puppy might have eaten it, which is really unfortunate. I think maybe in the future I will add a little bit of moisturizer just because I really like a light coverage and use my beauty blender, and I think that it will work better. I didn't really have any issues with it caking around my drier areas, which is really nice. I just always like to be extra precautious. I don't really have any complaints about this so far. Granted, it is a first impressions and this is my first time applying it to my skin, but the only complaint so far, it does have a very strong like floral and fruity scent to it, which I was gonna say kind of stinks, but it doesn't stink. It smells nice, but I don't really prefer having a smell like that on my skin, but the more that I wear it and the longer that it sinks into my skin, the more the scent goes away, which is really nice. It automatically starts going away as soon as you start buffing it in and everything, so that's really good because like I said, I do not want a scent on my skin like that. I don't think it would be good for your skin. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this first impressions video. It was fun to film and it was definitely fun to try this out. I will see you in our next video. Bye! Did you eat my beauty blender? Did you? Is that why I can't find it? You ate it? It's in your belly? That look. If looks could kill you, be a murderer. Seriously? I'm almost done, girl. And then we can watch the bowls. Jeez. She loves her Noah.